This is Elsa with son Marco, who's taken over their family restaurant in central London. Elsa now has the time to show us how to make her favourite mushroom risotto.
My name is Elsa. I'm going to try and make a nice risotto for you today. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And let's start.
Good risotto starts with a good meat stock.
Some beef, which is on the bone, and some boiling chicken.
Elsa melts a knob of butter with a little olive oil to stop it from burning.
Well, my husband did for me, because I'm not as good as him. He's chopped the onions quite thinly.
The onion is finely chopped so it melts into the risotto. It should be sautéed until it is soft but not browned.
The olive oil does more or less the same, but the butter does make them a little bit nicer.
The porcini mushrooms are from Emilia-Romagna.
My cousin collected them, but we also buy some and mix them. As I said, they've been in water for a while. I keep that water and I'm going to strain it into the risotto after. I chop them up, not too tiny because then you lose them as well, and it's nice to see the porcini in the risotto. So I'm adding them to the onions now, which are nice and golden and rostiti, as we say. And I think garlic is nice in the tomato.
Elsa prefers not to use garlic.
I don't think it needs it, it's quite strong.
Next, she adds the arborio rice.
I put 100 grams per person, so this should be enough for 5 people.
You could use a larger grain variety called carnaroli.
And just literally stir it gently, a little bit, until it sort of gets a little bit crunchy, as they say.
Elsa fries the rice until it sounds gritty as she stirs it.
Now I get a bit of white wine and I'm going to put that in there. Really, risotto, people used to say, oh, risotto is so difficult. It's not difficult at all.
Next, she adds a glass of good white wine.
This is, but my husband gets very upset because I take his good wine.
She stirs the rice until the wine has evaporated.
No more liquid in there. That's to me when I know that I'm going to start adding the brodo.
Only then does Elsa start adding the hot stock a few ladles at a time. The stock and the risotto have to be the same temperature. Don't forget to add a little salt early in cooking. The risotto will take about 18 minutes to cook depending on the variety. Elsa stirs the rice constantly to release the starches.
I normally strain it, but if I hold it back very gently, there's a lot of grit in them sometimes, as you see at the bottom there, which is not very nice. In 5 minutes or so that should be cooked. Can you see the creaminess of it now? All the starch is coming out and that it just sort of thickens itself up.
The rice should be firm but not crunchy or mushy. Elsa adds generous amounts of grated parmigiano cheese, followed by a thick slice of butter.
I know it seems a lot, but it does make a nice risotto. It should be another 2 or 3 minutes and that should be okay. And I'm going to turn the gas off and just let it rest.
She then leaves it for a couple of minutes because the flavour is best when it's warm, not boiling.
A nice pieces of porcini. This is how we like it ourselves because it's runny enough but thick enough to be a nice risotto.
Elsa finishes the risotto with a final sprinkling of parmigiano cheese.
Risotto's ready. Let's hope it's nice. Nice glass of wine maybe, and off we go.
Click on the subscribe button for regular helpings of Pasta Grannies.